My name is Paul Fishman, number 3 on your ballot, and I am running for town trustee.
Okay. Tell us what makes Estes Park the best mountain town vacation destination.
It's the natural beauty, of course. I mean, just all you got to do is remember the first time you drove up over the hill and you saw the divide, and that'll take it. And then, of course, it's the people. I can tell you, no doubt, it's the people, hands down. We've got a great group of people here. We disagree from time to time, but as we all know, when the chips are down, we all come together. We've seen that more than once, unfortunately, but it brings out the best in us. So that's, to me, what makes this a great town.
Great. What do you envision for the long-term future of Estes Park?
Well, for the long-term future, I personally would like to see anyone who works here that wants to live here be able to. I want to see all that reside here be proud to reside here. I want to see all that do business here thrive. And I just want to see us protect our natural beauty, protect that thing that kept us coming back. And it's a balancing act, but we can do it.
Okay. What unique abilities and or skills will you bring to the town board?
Well, I'm tenacious. I mean, let's face it, this is my 4th time running, and if I didn't believe that I had something to offer, I would have given up a long time ago. So I think my tenacity also allows me to go out and seek those diverse opinions and to constantly, even though I've been yelled at, I'll go right back 10 minutes later and say, okay, are we done with that? Let's move on. Let's figure out what we can do. I believe in pluralism. I believe accepting of diverse opinions. I think that is so important in trying to find the best possible solution, the compromises that are needed. Doesn't mean you compromise your principles. It just means that you find a compromise that fits as many people as possible.
When there's a great divide of opinion on any specific issue, how would you bring both sides together?
You know, I think I've shown that over the last decade or so that I've been involved with the community is that I reach out, that I sit down, and and I accept that people have other opinions than me, and I find validity in their arguments, and I respect where they come from. On all issues, you reach out, you reach across the aisle. You set up roundtables, you bring people together. Whatever it's going to take to get the community engaged, that's what you do.
What economic concerns should we focus on immediately?
Okay, well, I mean, our housing issue, to me, is number 1. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, we can talk about a year-round economy, and we can talk about, redevelopment and bringing more tourism here. But if we don't have the people to serve this community, to be the teachers, to be the police officers, to be the firefighters, to be the nurses, to be the person cooking your eggs in the morning, to be the person cleaning your rooms in the morning, housing's number 1 for me, hands down. Redevelopment is next. We've got an aging infrastructure that's only getting older, and we've got to deal with that. So we've got to make some code changes. We've got to find some funding mechanisms to deal with this. As many people know, I am an advocate for bringing back urban renewal, and I'm proud of that. And I will continue to find a funding mechanism that works for everybody and reach out across all different opinions on that to try to find that way back to that.
And how can living in Estes Park be more desirable and affordable for young families?
Well, we've got to look at our density issues. We've got to look at our codes and see where we can make sense, put some more density in. Not always popular, but there are places we can do this. We've got to look at our height limits, where it makes sense, how we do it. It's not, again, easy. We all love our views. They're important, not legally protected, but morally protected in my mind. So we've got to figure that out. I'm a proponent for allowing accessory dwelling units, again, where they make sense. Maybe we add some regulations onto it, long-term only, definitely. But, we've got to look at all these things. So it's not going to be, we've got to look at childcare. I mean, more and more, with the rec center, and they have the space, they can't find somebody to run it. We've got to figure this out. I mean, we need childcare. I mean, young families, what are they going to do? Especially to live up here. It is expensive to live up here. So both parents might have to work. What are we going to do about childcare? We've got to figure that one out. Don't have all the answers, but definitely going to reach out to find the answers. That's for sure. Thank you again for participating. Democracy only works if there's participation. And please vote, and please vote for me, Paul Fishman, number 3 on your ballot.